Hello, Deborah. We'll see if Aaron puts his camera on. I don't, he might be out of shot. We'll give him a minute to join us and then we'll do a quick check-in.
Liz, will you stand up so I can see your shirt?
Oh, how's this?
Oh, I love it. From where did that come?
Oh, my favorite place these days, Land's End.
Land's End. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great design.
Yeah. Fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I just sent Aaron a text. I'm going to give him a second to join us. He might be outside or something working on it. There he is.
You're muted, Margaret.
All right. So I just put the recording on because at our original check-in with Margaret and Liz, I was just kind of giving a little extra support. And I think I'm going to reiterate that and record it again and post it on the Magical Monday page today. Margaret, I'll give you a chance again. Just express your two-word check-in and what you were struggling with.
I think it was hesitancy and yet excitement about some of the paperwork and things that I need to do and where to start and how to find what I need.
And what did you express that was you were experiencing in the process?
Oh, yeah, that I was feeling more frustration that even though these August energies, I felt like I was not receiving anything from it except frustration, that I wasn't getting anywhere. And that I was it seems like I'm even more resistant than ever at getting some of this stuff done that I've been saying I want to do forever. So frustrated with myself.
So with that, this is what I commented, and I want to reiterate and record because I think it might be helpful for Deborah and Aaron that are here live with us now. But I know it will be helpful for other people other members of the mastermind who've been texting me this week or had sessions this week. So just real quick, I was just reminding Margaret that whatever state we find ourselves in, particularly as she's come to do a get it done workday and she's got a task of things she wants to accomplish, but she's feeling resistance to it and she's feeling maybe frustrated, but there's a little bit of excitement there. I was reminding her that we've got a tool. Just because we're in a particular state and we've got something to do, we don't have to wait for the state to change so we feel better about what it is we have to do. We've got this tool of the crystal cave where we can just pause for a moment, remembering that our drop in the infinite ocean of one is like pausing and imagining the crystal cave is activating a battery charger and allowing us to plug ourselves back in and become harmonized to a very particular state we want to be in. Probably not the one we're in if we're taking the time to go into the crystal cave. So there's a couple of ways that you can shift your state on demand with the support of the energies of activating your crystal cave. The crystal cave is just a way for the mind to allow us to interact with non-physical realities, but very real stuff is happening. You're very really and literally being harmonized to the positive charge and the negative charge of the divine energy that runs everything. And that's the fastest way to turn your radio station to be in alignment with what it is you want to be in alignment with. And we have to find a state to do that. You can imagine how good it's going to feel to get all that stuff done and then wait to feel what that feels like and imagine it in your crystal cave. And now you've activated the state. But if the frustration over the resistance to the project is too high, that might be too big of a leap. So you can find anything to change your state in the crystal cave to put you in a state that feels better than the one you're in as a way of turning the dial and aligning with the surprise and amaze me energies that is online inside of you. For me, the fastest way to do that is imagining myself on a beach. I imagine that's so deep it makes the marrow of my bones just let go and everything let go. Then I imagine hearing the seagulls and the cool breeze, and that's the fastest way for me to imagine something that I can actually feel in my body immediately. That puts me in a state of peace. A state of peace is a state of ease and flow. State of peace is a state of openness. That'll be applicable to every area of my life. I was reminding Margaret, um, there's nothing wrong with us if we're in resistance. And right now, the polarization on the planet that we've been being told about coming in the fall of September is running in the background. The snow globe is in a perpetual state of agitation now, so it's always running in the background. It's tuned to the frequency of fear, so we're going to often feel on our mud runner race resistance to running the race, resistance to creating what we want to create, resistance because we're in this quantum leap of polarization. So it's important to remind ourselves there's nothing wrong with you if you're struggling. You've got tools, and the mud runner race is forever giving yourself permission to reroute yourself, even if you have to do it 10 times in 15 minutes. That's the blessing and the curse of having the insider information. If you know the process, we know that we've got a way to interact with this polarization that's rattling the entire fucking planet, and most people don't know about it. So they're in their perpetual state of frustration, they're in perpetual judgment, and they're lashing out, always trying to find a reason to explain to themselves why everything feels so fucked up, right? Having the insider information, at least we've got the awareness that I'm on a I'm on the mud runner race, and there's nothing wrong with me having to turn my radio dial over and over and over again to reroute myself. And I was telling Margaret earlier, I have to talk to myself regularly, and I just use my mantra: keep moving forward, Mark, you're crushing it. Look at, you're here ready to work. You're on it. You're making progress. When I feel the resistance, I imagine my guardian angel tapping me on the shoulder and saying, dude, there's a resistance again. Go inward. Find the inner surprise and amaze me energy. It's in there, but it's got to be given permission to expand. These work days are a great opportunity to be gentle with ourselves, stay in the process, notice that the process is going to be there, and just build the routine of knowing from now through the end of this fall. And here's the really good news: for the next decade, we're going to be in this ping pong, people. We're going to be in this ping pong of polarization, moving from a society that's been tuned to fear, trying to make the leap to a new radio station, and all the turmoil that will be in the midst of that transition. So today, just be extra gentle with yourself and just see if you can find joy in the process. But the most important thing I said to Margaret is, hey, don't forget about your tool. Before you start your task, shift your state, use anything that's necessary in the crystal cave, and watch how that surprise and amaze me energy starts to begin to flow again. Today's a perfect day to play with that. I wanted to record that because I'm going to put on the Magical Monday, and even those that are not here in the tribe, maybe they'll find benefit from it. So with that being said, Deborah, let's do a 2-word check-in with you and tell us what you're working on today.
Okay, well, it was frustration and resistance because I'm working in my sewing/craft room, and it's a complete disaster. But I went down there after my class and before we gathered, and I just started picking up stuff and putting it away, throwing it away, recycling it, whatever. And it doesn't look a lot better, but I've moved stuff. I know where it's going.
Excellent. Is that what you're going to keep working on?
Yes, I am.
All right. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Same here.
Aaron, how about you? 2-word check-in, and what are you working on today?
Good morning, everybody. I'm feeling excited and curious. and what I'm working on is I am I used AI to craft like a cold email outreach thing to specific clients of like a specific what's it called,
Offer?
profession. And so now I'm getting people's contact info. I'm putting it into a spreadsheet, and then I'm going to start reaching out to people.
Wonderful. Well done. Is that your signature frequency portal behind you? Are you at home?
It is. How do I
Unblur on the video icon. I think you can do it on the little drop down arrow. I was just
Oh.
curious. You don't have to. There it is.
Hmm.
There's Aaron's.
It's really great. It's really good energy in the space. I love it.
Yay. So let's just do another really quick check-in. Margaret, give us a 2-word check-in and tell us the progress you've made in the first hour.
Okay. I don't know 2 words. I don't know, maybe hopeful. And excited because I did find some of the paperwork I need. I don't know what to do with it yet. I've got to read some more on it and decide which direction to go next. And I realized I may need some help on it, like with my financial advisor, which I actually have an appointment with next week. So that it feels like, okay, maybe things are moving and I'm just not given the credit for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think I will continue to look for some more things that I need to meet with him and try to read through all of this legalese.
All right. Be gentle with yourself. And I love that you're recognizing you've got the support already lined up. There may be things you don't even have to burden yourself with trying to understand. You've got a professional who's ready to hand you clarity. So just keep that in mind. So often we burden ourselves with tasks that we really don't have to be doing. There's somebody else who can do it for us. And you've already got it lined up.
You know, it was kind of what a great synchronicity, because I didn't think that the two had anything to do with each other. I'd already set up the appointment with him, and then I find what I need today. So I thought, I'm gonna let him work on this with me. So that feels good.
Don't tell anybody, but that's the ease and flow energy from the surprise and amaze me energy. It's a little secret. It'll keep happening while you're working. More clarity will come, but that's what you're looking for.
All right, thank
Keep
you.
that Indiana Jones out. Liz, how about you? 2 words, an hour in or 75 minutes in, and what's the progress you've made?
Well, I'll just say I've had my reset, so I'm in the flow.
Nice.
And I've started research that I said I was going to do and have some good ideas. I'm just going to keep bringing up different aspects of that and going after information regarding other items. So
Perfect. So it is 8:15 our time, California time. I'm going to give us, let's go all the way to 9:45, and we'll check in 15 minutes before we're done. So we're going to give you a nice big chunk of time to keep your head down, stay in your own flow, and get some shit done. All right. Have fun. Be gentle with yourself, but keep moving forward.
Okay.
Bye.
You.
Okay.